Good morning, Year 3. It's Tuesday and this is reading lesson number 2 with me, Mrs. Smith. So we looked at Zog yesterday and today we're going to continue using those first 4 pages and we're going to do a different reading skill. Can I use the text to answer questions about the story? I'm going to go through a couple of examples with you and then you're going to have some questions to answer about the Zog story. So I have a paragraph here from the other dragon story that's got the character called Matthew in again. I'm going to read that through to you. Matthew started out across it, but he heard the dragon give a sudden loud shriek, a strange rusty sound like the hoot of a train, and a dragon wing knocked him sprawling back into the grass as a great black shape hurtled over their heads. The question we need to answer is this blue one here. What knocked Matthew sprawling into the grass? So the key words, what are the key words of the question? Well, the key words are knocked and sprawling. It's to do with Matthew, and Matthew was sprawling into the grass. So let's highlight that. I'm probably going to need to find the word sprawling and or knocked in the text. So going back to the text then, I'm going to now go through and I'm going to scan the text. Let's look for sprawling. Sprawling starts with S-P-R. So I'm going to go look through the word. That's S-S-T, that's not the right word. Going through the line. S-U, no, I want S-P. So my word starts S-P-R-S-H, no. Going through. Here we go, S-P-R, sprawling. Right, so I found sprawling. The dragon wing knocked him sprawling back into the grass as a great black shape. So I'm going to go back to my question. What knocked Matthew sprawling into the grass? So sprawling back into the grass is here. Him must be Matthew. Let's go back up to the sentence start, or phrase start, and a dragon wing knocked him sprawling back into the grass. So I'm going to use my keywords of knocked and sprawling, and my question answer is going to be Matthew, because that's the character I'm talking about. Matthew was knocked sprawling into the grass by, can you find it in the text? What knocked Matthew? Yes, a dragon wing. So I can then write the rest of my answer. Matthew was knocked sprawling into the grass by a dragon wing. Does that answer my question? Let me just check. What knocked Matthew sprawling into the grass? Matthew was knocked sprawling into the grass by a dragon wing. Is that what the text says? A dragon wing knocked him sprawling back into the grass. There we go. I'm happy that I've answered the blue question using the information for the text and made my sentence as an answer. I'll go on to another one now. Same piece of paragraph text. Next question. Why did the dragon give a sudden loud shriek? Okay. What are the key words in the question? Well, these have already got the quote marks around it. So that's our words we're looking for. A sudden loud shriek. Let's find those in the text. Here we go. But he heard the dragon give a sudden loud shriek. I found the right words. Oh. Sudden loud shriek. Okay. I've asked, the question I asked us, why did the dragon give a sudden loud shriek? So I need to read the whole text really, the whole paragraph really, to understand why the dragon was giving a shriek. Matthew started out across it, but he heard the dragon give a sudden loud shriek, a strange rusty sound like the hoot of a train, and a dragon wing knocked him sprawling back into the grass as a great black shape hurtled over their heads. So the dragon did a loud shriek, and it was the dragon's wing, as we've already answered the question before, that knocked Matthew back into the grass. And this then leads us to the next part of the sentence. As a great black shape hurtled over their heads. There tells me it was both Matthew and the dragon that the black shape hurtled over the top of, because it's over their heads. So there's a great black shape, probably flying in some way, over the top of Matthew and the dragon. So why did the dragon give a sudden loud shriek? So it was the wing that knocked Matthew, because something was flying over their heads. So why was the dragon then shrieking before he knocked Matthew down? So my thinking from those clues that we've got is that the dragon gave, past tense, a sudden loud shriek because he wanted to warn. Now Matthew is walking across something, and it started out across it. The dragon shrieked and knocked him back into the grass. So when somebody is doing a quick, loud, sudden shriek, it's a shout, isn't it? It's a shriek, it's a scream. Then that's normally a bit of a warning, isn't it? A scream. So the dragon gave a loud, sudden shriek because he wanted to warn Matthew about what was coming. Let's go back to the text. The dragon wing knocked him sprawling back as a great black shape hurtled over their heads. About the black shape. I'm going to put flying. I'm going to assume that because the dragon and Matthew are there and it's going over their heads, that it's a flying action. About the black shape flying over their heads. I'm going to read my sentence. The dragon gave a sudden loud shriek because he wanted to warn Matthew about the black shape flying over their heads. Why did the dragon give a shriek? He gave a shriek to warn Matthew. I'm happy that I've answered that blue question now, and I've used the keywords in my answer and the clues from the text. Okay, so this is those 4 pages that we've had a read of last lesson. Pause the video so you can read them again. And then your comprehension task, your task is, can you use the text to answer the question? So the 4 pages that we've looked at of the story are what we're going to use to answer these questions. You can pause that video as many times as you want to be able to answer the questions. So the green core task has got the 3 questions there. You will notice that after the question, in brackets, we've put what type of skill, reading skill, you're using to answer those 3 questions. Then the blue extension task, your sheet you'll find has got these 3 questions, and we'd like you to make up some of your own questions about those 4 Zog pages. So something on those pages that you can twist into making a question. Somebody will be able to answer your question using those 4 pages. The simplified yellow task, we've got these 3 questions and we have got the 3 correct answers underneath in the wrong order. Can you match the correct answer to the correct question. You may either copy it into the box or choose to cut those 3 answers up and stick them into the right place for each of the 3 questions. Right, that's the task for reading today. So as we said, handing in by 3:30 if possible, and then I'll be here ready again the following day for 5 p.m. tonight for Wednesday's reading lesson. Thank you, Year 3.